Hi everybody, it's Story DEJA Day today, and yes, I'm playing with the lighting today. I got bored with just the regular lighting, so I figured I'd put some blue in here and see what happens. Anyway, today I was guided, like just about every other day, to kind of come on here and start speaking, not really knowing what I'm fixing to be talking about or sharing. Actually, we'll call it sharing with everyone. I'm guided to just get ready, turn on the video camera, and let it flow. So that's how I do this. So anyway, it's fun for me, and it takes me way out of my comfort zone, and it's very pure and authentic. Then it's not practiced or programmed or planned or anything. It's just coming to you purely from the realms of light, from my heart and from my soul and from my higher self. So today we're going to talk about our stellar, let's see what the words we're going to call it are, our stellar radiant living light body. And those are just words. I'm just calling it that for something to call it. But it is all those things and more. It is, okay, first of all, I want to say, everybody, I love everybody. I love you. Family of light, I love you so much. You have no idea. Let's see. The stellar radiant living body of love and light. I'm going to call it love and light because I think we should add some love in there to everything, not just pure light. Even though they kind of are connected, almost the same thing. Okay. Okay, everyone knows, or at least I'm assuming everyone knows, who would be drawn to these videos, or who are definitely all the ones who are on my timeline would know and be very much spiritually awakened by now. And you know that awakening your consciousness is a thing. Otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video if your consciousness was not awakened, because I am way off the charts, out of logic and into the multidimensional realms with everything that radiates and emanates from me is way in another dimension. For those of you that know me personally, or those of you that have been on my timeline for a while on Facebook or watching my videos, you know that I speak from a very multidimensional, higher dimensional consciousness, and I don't hold back. I put it out there like it's given to me and let it exist and seed your consciousness. Okay, so everybody knows that consciousness awakening is a thing, and as you consciously awaken, spiritually awaken, activate your DNA, all those things are accurate linear terms for what goes on. As those things occur, you begin to shed the layers of the old world, the old programming, the old belief systems, the old ideas, the old relationships, jobs, the old everything. The old everything starts going, shedding and shedding. And no matter where you're at in this process, some of you may have shedded quite a bit over the years. This process has been going on for quite some time. A lot of us have been on this path for many years, and some of you may just be starting out recently, but it matters not, because the process is basically the same for everyone. It's just that some souls chose to do this, be way showers and be forerunners of path, let's see, creators of a path, if you will, to kind of clear the way for others behind us. And when I say behind, it doesn't mean behind in a negative way. It just means that those who come after us, we have created the path because we have literally created it by doing it. We chose to experience all the toughest lessons and all the everything. We chose to incorporate everything we could possibly incorporate into one lifetime so we can learn it all, shed it all, and then be adept and be masters at guiding others or sharing the knowledge and wisdom in order that those who are ready to ascend are coming through the stargates after us, that we can help you eliminate some of the suffering involved in doing it the hard way, if you so choose. But if you choose to do it the hard way, then that's what your soul chooses. And if you choose to find an easier route and listen to the ascended masters and the guides who are already on New Earth, who can assist you in shedding some things willingly and consciously instead of having the universe and your higher self shed them for you, which is a lot tougher. But me and a lot of other of us way showers and ascended masters chose to experience everything and go through a lot of a wild ride, put it that way, a wild ride on getting here. We choose to experience so much different varieties of things so that we would be able to, let's see, us being masters, we're masters at shedding all of the old and rising into the new earth. We were already masters before we came here. We came here as masters, knowing that we could do it rapidly, even though many of us have never even been here before on this planet, never incarnated here, or have had very few incarnations here. That is kind of my case. I have been here before in past incarnations, but very few. Very, very few. And those, some of you, the only reason I'm sharing this part of myself is because it may resonate with some of you. That some souls that are here have been here in the reincarnation cycles forever, for a very, very long time. And some of us came from higher realms, different planets, different densities, different galaxies, different universes. All these things are true. Because we are galactic masters, celestial masters, if you will, masters at incarnating on planets at the end and beginning of cycles, so that we can get in here and gather all the knowledge and wisdom that we need to assist others and guide others into a more enlightened state of being. And that is my situation, and it may be a lot of you guys too. If you're watching this video, that may resonate with you, that you haven't been here as many times as some souls. The only time I ever incarnate on any planet is if they are going through a shift, in the beginning of cycle, a major transition period for the entire planet. And I incarnate and get in here and experience everything I could possibly experience in one lifetime that normally would wipe out someone else. And they would have already given up and said, forget it. I can't go on. Well, that's me. I chose to experience everything I could possibly experience and still know that everything is okay. Everything is wonderful, and that the new earth, the new realm, the new dimensions was on its way. Well, it's here. It's been here. But anyway, enough about that. Okay. About the living, stellar, radiant love and light body. Okay, so you know that your consciousness wakens up, and some people get kind of stuck in that realm of when it's just awakened. A lot of people, when they experience the awakening at first, you start noticing everything that's wrong with the world, and that's normal. Wrong, I shouldn't say wrong. You start noticing what you don't want. in your reality. You start noticing extreme duality. You start noticing conspiracies and the light and the dark and the black and the white and the right and the wrong, and all the duality starts really glaring out at you. Okay, so don't get stuck there. That's just the beginning phase. Move way beyond that. Okay, the next phase would be kind of the fourth dimensional phase, where you are seeking knowledge, seeking answers, seeking understanding, seeking wisdom, seeking something, seeking everything that you possibly can. Okay, so don't get stuck there either, but spend as much time there as you need. And then the exciting thing is that once you and I learned this the hard way too, all that knowledge and wisdom and learning and studying and going to classes and learning spiritual things, a lot of it is absolutely positively not applicable on the new earth. So I spent a lot of time seeking answers for a 3D 4D reality, not knowing that I was going to just have to drop all of that when I ascended into the galactic new earth timelines, because it is totally irrelevant here. So keep that in mind as you study all those 4D topics of the way things work in those realms, because you're trying to leave those realms. And although that is, some of those things are a basis for your understanding of the universe, but it's not absolutely necessary that you spend many years there learning all these different perspectives on the way things work. Like I was studying lots of different perspectives, and meaning I studied lots of different points of view on how to ascend, how to gain enlightenment, how to raise your vibration, how to heal, all these things. Well, and I'm glad that I did, but also I'm just letting you know from a person who's been through all of that and moved into the new earth, the fifth dimension, and way beyond. I'm like way beyond just in the fifth dimensional consciousness. So I don't even use any of that at all here. It's totally, all that information, that 4D information, is totally only useful there. Once you leave there, it is not applicable anymore. Although you can, the only benefit I would say from learning it would be so that when you move past it, you can talk to others who are still in the fourth dimensional constructs hologram, and be able to relate to them as to where they are. And that's not even necessarily necessary, because they're trying to get people beyond that, not necessarily trying to relate to others who are in that realm. But a lot of people get lost in the fourth dimension for a long time because they are so seeking so much light and so much information that you could stay there for centuries and study away and read all the human knowledge and books that you can find, when really all the answers are within you the whole time, and you don't really need to study anything. You just need to go within. But if you are in that realm where you're seeking and studying and seeking answers, know that everything is within you, and that a lot of answers that you are seeking are within you, and a lot of them you're not going to find in a book or from anyone else but yourself. But there are many ascended masters, galactic beings, gatekeepers, grid keepers, stargate keepers, light workers, way showers, whatever you want to call it, that are already physically ascended and are walking on a new earth, that can guide you or help. When I say guide you, that means realign you, assist you to remember what you forgot, share with you a light frequency, that you may have not been able to attune to, so that you can remember and realign, retune, activate the remembrance or the DNA, the energy within you, so that you can have access to all the answers, knowledge, and wisdom that you seek, that is connected to God consciousness, universal consciousness, Christ consciousness. All those things are true, and all those answers are correct. You can call it whatever you like. But quantum consciousness is a good one. I like that one because we are super duper quantum here in the higher realms. The earth has reached a state of amazing quantum consciousness and quantum materializations, and all kinds of exciting things are happening in the higher realms. It gets more and more exciting as the months, weeks go by, as to what is coming, because we as ascended masters, Stargate keepers, grid keepers, and I need to do a video to explain what those words mean, but for right now your soul knows. So we get flashes or knowings or peaks, if you will, of the future, of what we're guided to share with others that's coming, so that we can get on Facebook, write a book, get on YouTube, tell everyone, and that's our job, to tell everyone and share it with everyone what we see, what we know, what we are being shown that's coming for the collectives, for those who are on an ascension path, the changes of the physical body, the changes in consciousness, the changes in reality, in the hologram, the everything, the changes, yes, changes, the new light. Let's see, what would be a good word for it. The new light. Let me think what word for it. The new events. The events that are taking place. And when I say events, they're not necessarily global events, but they are in a way. But events in our reality for those who are on an ascension path, or seeking enlightenment, or those who have opted to ascend in their physical vessel. Yay! And I hope everyone that has chosen that gets to tune into some of my videos and some of the other masters who are working with those souls who are ready to physically ascend, not their vessel, not just their consciousness. Okay, that's what I'm going to go into talking about next. A lot of my videos gear back towards that, because I am guided to share with everyone the difference between the conscious ascension only and the physical ascension. Conscious ascension only, without the physical vessel ascending, is wonderful. It is what some souls chose, to just consciously ascend and not raise the vibration of their physical vessel, to keep their physical vessel tied to 3D and 4D realms and die a physical human death. Okay, and that is, if your soul chose that, that is wonderful, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Both paths are as they should be. So if you chose that, then we love you, and you are supported by us and by the collective and by the universe in your choice that you made prior to incarnation. And we're always here for you to assist you in any way that we can in your journey. And those of you who chose to do a physical ascension, which means raise your consciousness first into the 5th dimension, the new world, and beyond, all the way up to source, and then bring the after that to bring the physical vessel with you, which we're just now in the past year or so, maybe a couple of years, starting to really activate the physical body, the light bodies. So your new radiant, stellar radiant living, let's see, stellar radiant star body, stellar radiant. I'm trying to think of what the best way to call it, because I was not given a name. I was just shown what it is or what it means in a very quantum way. So I'm trying to linearize something that's very quantum, and so I'll get it. I'll get it straight. Stellar radiant body, stellar radiant living love and light body, which is a smart body, which means that your physical body, this one right here that you're in, is coming with you through ascension stargates. And so it must wake up too, like your consciousness woke up. So every cell in your body, every muscle, every organ, everything inside and out, everything in your brain, everything in your bones, in your eyes, every part of you, every single part of you must wake up and come online and connect, reconnect, activate to the quantumness, to the quantum benevolent field, to the to be able to receive, integrate, and utilize the light, photonic light, and the plasma light, and the gamma light, and the quantum energies that are coming into play at this time. This is something that has to occur for you to physically ascend, is for your physical vessel to activate and wake up, where before it might have been sleeping, and it was sleeping, or it was just dormant. Basically, you were in it, but it wasn't an ascended vessel, let's put it that way. It was just there for you to occupy. Now it's time to wake that beautiful body up, and let's fix it. Let's say fix it. I don't like fix it. Let's activate it. Let's get the stellar radiant living, what I call it, the stellar radiant body, love and light body, activated, so that you have this wonderful high vibrational vessel to occupy that can come with you through the ascension stargates. And it's purified, it's detoxed, it's healthy. There's no pain, there's no suffering, there's no disease, there's no viruses, there's no sickness, there's no nothing. Oh, did I say there's no pain? There's no pain. There's no pain, there's no suffering. So exciting. And I can assure you that that is true, because I am here, and I'm just in the beginning stages. I'll say I'm a year and a half into the stellar radiant living love and light body activations or transformation, and so I had to get this far in to be able to know the path, to be able to start guiding others through this. And I was shown as I went through it kind of blindly. I had no one helping me. I did it all intuitively from my inner my higher selves, my soul guiding me, telling me what not to eat, what to do, where to be, how to clear the cellular memory, old world cellular memory programs where my body thought it was supposed to grow old and die. We don't think that no more. We know better. We know that my body is supposed to be the stellar radiant living love and light body, and is supposed to de-age, become radiant, and become ageless. So I can stay here and work with humanity and be, I won't say comfortable, because it's way more than comfortable, and can be existing in a beautiful radiant body that is smart and that works with me as I raise my vibration and activate more light frequencies, more light activations within. And so the light body activations that are occurring now, used to the light body activations seem to be external, like the light around your body. The light body was almost external. Now it's going inward. And the light body is activating deep layers inside, in, deeper, deeper, deeper into every cell and every layer of your DNA. And the things I'm being shown about where we're going as a race and where our bodies are going and our consciousness is going is just simply amazing. I wish I could. I'll try to share that visualization with you through the encodements in my videos, so that you can begin to see. Because if you can see it, you can see yourself becoming this radiant, stellar radiant, living love and light body that you are meant to be occupying, or meant to be living in, existing in, owning. It's magical. It's beyond anything that you probably expected to be doing. Imagine, okay, this is a good way to imagine. Okay, pick a time in your life where, let's see, where you felt the healthiest, you felt the most vibrant, no matter what age it was. It could have been any age, it doesn't matter. Where you felt your body was at its peak, I guess that's a good way to put it. Peak in the way you looked, the way you felt about being in your body, your health at that time, your physical, not just your physical appearance, but yes, part of that. But pick that. Okay, think of that time, no matter what age it was. Some of you may have been very young. It may have been recently. It may be now. I don't know. But think of that time and the way you looked before any sickness, before any disease, before any of the traumas and dramas and pains and sufferings, before any of the abuses, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, food abuse, abuse of, let's see, I don't know what other abuses there are. Anyway, there's more. Before all of those things occurred, and your vessel was bright and shiny and feeling very young and vibrant and healthy, and it hadn't experienced a lot of the heavy density, or it may have experienced some, but still, you know what I'm saying. I think you get it. Okay, that version of you, whatever age, weight, height that you were when you felt like you were at your prime in life. Okay, it's even way better than that. Okay, that is the stellar radiant living love and light body is even better than that. It's that times 10. Accelerated with a lot of light and love and health and radiant, let's say radiant beauty, but the beauty, the external beauty is a part of it, yes, but it's more of an internal radiance that pours out of you, and is going to show on the outside. So all those a lot of little imperfections or things that need to be, I won't say need to be, that you'd like to change about your body. Say maybe you're would like to weigh a little bit less, or weigh a little bit more, or be more physically fit or healthy in that way, or be de-aged to a younger age, or even accelerate your age. Some people, like my daughter, she's 15 and she seems to want to look 15. Well, no, let me take that back. She doesn't want to grow up, but she wants to look a little bit older than what she does now and then stay at that age. So that's the thing too. Maybe you want to advance your age just a few years and then halt it and stop there and keep that ageless. Yeah, ageless is good. Eternal agelessness is a good way to put it. So you get to choose what age, what weight, what height. When I say you, mean not your human aspect, but between you, your higher self, your soul, and your smart body, all will be in agreement to your weight, what weight is most appropriate for you, for your new radiant body. And it's usually, if you're holding a lot of density or extra weight, a lot of that will come off. It'll come off easy. Trust me, because I did it myself. I was like, this isn't the body I'm supposed to be staying in. I could tell a couple years back. And so I went on a quest. Me, my soul, my higher self, and my smart body said, picked a weight that I was most comfortable with, and then aimed for that. And it's been attained and is steady, and very happy about it. And the physical changes, and I'm not saying this, the physical changes and people's weight and the way they look is of utmost importance in your spiritual journey. But once you get to New Earth timelines and you choose to physically ascend, you have some say-so in the body that you're going to ascend in, because you're going to be in this body for a while. So you want it to be at its utmost highest potential, and at a high comfort level for you, because you don't want to stay in a body that you're not happy with, or that you have you feel uncomfortable in. That's the way I was feeling. I was feeling a little uncomfortable within my body a few years ago. Like, this isn't the body that I'm supposed to stay in for an ascended state. My body just didn't feel ascended. It was heavier than I wanted. It was not in shape. All these different things. It didn't look ascended. My consciousness was very ascended, but my body did not match my consciousness. This is where the ascending your physical vessel comes in, so that your vessel begins to match your consciousness, so that when people look at you, not only do you have the whole package, because your vessel, if you're going to ascend physically and walk on the new earth, you're bringing your vessel with you. So to ascend it means to change a lot of things about it and make it work. It's going to work and function at its highest potential, and it's going to assist you because it's becoming smart, it's becoming quantum, it's becoming activated, it's awakening. So it works with you, it hears you, you talk to it, because you're becoming crystalline. You talk to it, it talks to you. So it tells you what it needs. You tell it what you want and what you desire, and it's not about an aesthetic thing. We don't, like in the higher realms, we don't have some distorted version of ourselves that we're trying to create, because that would be an ego thing. It's just about health and radiance and agelessness, basically, because you want to be in a body that's comfortable, healthy, physically fit, and feels good to be in, and feels comfortable, and it feels like home. Because if you're going to ascend in your physical vessel, it's going to be home for a while, and it's going to actively, it's going to be something that you accelerate, activate, tune in more light to. So it's going to ascend with you. But we've got to start the process somewhere. Okay, so starting the transition from an unawakened, unconscious cellular structure to a awakened body, to a stellar radiant ascended physical vessel filled with love and light. And you're going to fill it with love. You're going to fill it with your love for yourself. You're going to love this body so much that it begins to love you back by making the adjustments that you choose for yourself, so that you can be happy and comfortable and feeling very ascended in it, if that makes sense. And that is coming from a heart space. It's not an ego thing, and it's not like I'm not on here trying to change the size of my butt or make my butt bigger or get a boob job or nothing like that. A universal boob job. No, I'm not trying to do any of that. But I am I am activating my smart body, my stellar, radiant, living, love, and light body, to its highest radiance, highest light quota, highest love for myself, so that this body gets to come with me in my ascension. Yay! Because I don't want to leave it behind. I mean, I can, if I leave it behind, that means I have to ascend without it, without my vessel. And I'm choosing right now, the choice is to keep it and to keep on going and bring it with me. So that means making a lot of changes in what I do to my body. I've had to change everything. I've had to stop doing everything that I used to do to it, and begin doing wonderful things for it, so that my vessel knows I love it. Like, I don't put any toxins, I don't put any preservatives, I don't put any chemicals, I don't put anything that would be harmful if I can help it. Now, if it's in my environment, which it's not, I don't even going to talk about that. I consciously make sure that everything I consume, put in or on my body, is of the highest light, so that I'm not having to constantly detox and purify myself from all the chemicals and impurities and preservatives and all those things. I don't put them in my body, because my body is not going to be full of light and love and be happy with me if I'm putting in and on it things that hurt it, that I know that hurt it, and just pretending like it's okay, because it's not okay. It's not okay to harm your vessel. It's not okay to give it, feed it, or put in or on it things that hurt it, things that cause it to lower its density, things that cause it to get sick or disease. Even if you are already in a fifth dimensional consciousness, and I've heard some people say, oh, I'm in the fifth dimension, I'm in the new world, and I don't care, I'm going to keep on doing things, whatever the things may be, putting chemicals in and on my body, consuming them or putting them on my vessel, and it's okay, because I have already activated my light body, and I can just, and so everything seems to be working fine for me. Well, it might be working fine right now, but if you keep doing that, you're going to halt your physical ascension process, is what's going to happen, is what I'm guided to share with you. You have made it this far by doing harmful things to your body, because I did the same thing. I made it very far by still doing things that were not in alignment with ascending my physical vessel, until one day I got the message. It says you can go no further until you ascend your physical vessel. So get to doing it. And so I said, okay. And I kept asking. I was like, why am I stuck at this consciousness? Why am I not moving forward? Why do I feel like I should be doing something else? I'm not on the level that I think I should be on. My higher self said, you've got to stop putting chemicals in your body. You've got to stop putting harmful toxins from your foods in your body. You've got to stop eating meat. You've got to stop eating cheese, even though I love cheese. Now I eat vegan cheese, but you've got to stop doing the things that you once did, like in 3D, partying and drinking, smoking, doing these things. Didn't seem to age me a bit. Not at all. In fact, it seemed like they kept me younger. I'm not in 3D anymore. But when you're on an ascension path, it's very detrimental to your to developing your physical, to developing your stellar radiant, ageless, living light, love and light body that is going to ascend with you. It is the opposite. If you're doing harmful things to it, it is the opposite energy of ascension. So some of you may be at this point now where you're ready to hear this, and some of you may shun this message and say, oh, I'm not there yet. I haven't been guided to stop harming my body yet. And those of you who haven't got the message to stop harming your body yet, this is it. This is the message. Stop harming your body. Stop giving it toxins. Stop. Stop harming it, and stop slowing your progress by continuing to do the things that you know, that your soul knows is causing your vessel to not fully activate, your smart body to not fully activate. This is your wake-up call. This is your higher self speaking to you to remind you how to physically ascend. That means get rid of all that stuff. Physical ascension doesn't mean keep on doing everything that you did in 3D and 4D and expect that to be okay in the 5th dimension in the new world, because that is not, I would say, not logical, because we don't even deal with logic here. But it's not spiritually logical. It's not. It's common spiritual sense that you don't do things to harm your vessel, or you're not going to continue to ascend the physical vessel. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, now we've got off on this physical ascension thing again, which happens every time, but it's very important, obviously. Stellar, radiant, love, and light vessel. Woohoo! Everybody, remember what it's all about. It's about that. It's about that radiant vitality, ageless, eternal inner radiance, physical health, no disease, no viruses, no suffering, no cellular memory of any of those things. Anything that's wrong with your body, any sickness, disease, injury that you have, if you choose, if you have chosen physical ascension, and if you are serious about it, then all those things will be eliminated from your vessel, and it'll be like you have a whole new body. And that's basically what's happening, because when your smart body activates, it becomes it becomes alive again. It becomes woke up. So it is actively participating in the ascension process with you. And you need that. You kind of need that if you're going to go any further. So, hopefully that helped explain some things for everyone about physical ascension and just conscious ascension, because they're two different things, but they go together. Also, let's see, I have an activation. I'm going to start doing the activations separate, so there's just videos of just activations. So if some of you just want to go directly to the activations, there'll be separate videos that just contain the activations. But right now I'm guided to Taco. Sorry, I'm guided to put them in the videos together right now. But I will align with some video editing experts. Any of you out there who can assist me with doing some graphics, imagery, art, symbols, and stuff mixed in with with my voice. Reading the activations would be very helpful. So I'm aligning all that, working, materializing all of those things, and so that's to come. Right now we're just doing it raw and pure and from the heart. Okay, so let me put my glasses on so I can see the activation. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I might read two of them. We're gonna see. Okay. This is a light coded activation for everyone. You can I'll put the words to it in the description below so that you can read it out loud to yourself, or you can just play it over to yourself and receive the activation directly from my voice, or you can participate however resonates with your beautiful soul. Okay, singing Anunnaki tones. Oh, wait a minute. It clicked off. Sorry. Singing Anunnaki tones. Lemurian crystals radiating moonstones. From the ancient future I arrive. Memories of me. Integration of Akashic archive. Soul's core, graduated momentum merge. Highest creatrix embodied upsurge. Into the flow. First eye float. Triple ray stargate pineal cone. Frequencies encoded in my quotes. Assembled, point shifted. Perspectives. Interdimensional upgrade reflections. Shapeshift abilities, telepathically communicated soliloquies. Serpents, rhythmic flows into the central prana tube. Wide awake blooms the pituitary rose. Transpose, propose, absolute inner nose. Graduation, creator being reality reloads. Sonic luminous quantum codes. Particles, photonic streams of resonant deems. Translating tantric dreams. Great Maha Spear, lucidity pure. Timeline sown. Stratum, radiated Anunnaki tomes. Okay, everyone. Thank you for participating in watching my video. And I love you all. Pew, pew, pew. Love bombs and light rays from my heart infinity loop. From my heart to yours. Family of light. Aya Akashe, Fe Ray, Akadawa, Shro and Laru, Ya'i Maru, Aya Akashe. Until next time, I'll see you later, Soul Family. Bye.